In the world of reality TV, drama often fuels the fire, with personal lives and conflicts becoming the main storyline. However, when someone chooses to break free from the narrative that others have created for them, it becomes a powerful moment. That's exactly what Shari did recently, and it's shaking up the entire love and marriage, Huntsville universe. For those who've been watching her journey from the very start, this isn't just another chapter in the show, it's a defining moment of growth, healing, and reclaiming her power. Melody's recent Instagram live video hit like a ton of bricks, and it's been echoing through the fanbase ever since. She came forward with passion and honesty, speaking from a place that was both raw and real. There's a certain kind of strength in her words, not the kind that's built on putting on a mask for the camera, but a strength born of surviving the worst and still standing tall. This isn't just about the drama of the show anymore. It's about Shari's personal journey, one that has taken unexpected turns, challenges, and triumphs. For years, Melody was part of the emotional roller coaster that was her marriage to Martell Holt. The public divorce, the cheating scandal, the ongoing custody battle, it all played out on television for millions to see. But what fans didn't always get to see was the emotional toll that it took on her behind the scenes. In her live video, she admitted that there was so much more to her story than what was aired. She revealed that much of her pain, anxiety, and sleepless nights were hidden from the cameras. Melody shared that at times, she even felt like she had to choose between being real and being likable, and that is something so many people, especially Black women, can relate to. That single sentence, "I was holding it all together while everything around me collapsed," cut deep for many of her supporters. It wasn't just another update on what was happening in her life. It was a confession, a glimpse into the struggles she's been facing that the public didn't know about. For years, Melody had been pushed into the role of the strong woman, the one who always had it together, the one who seemed to have the strength to keep going no matter what. But that strength, while admirable, came at a cost. What was most striking about this live video, though, was Melody's tone. She wasn't angry. She wasn't throwing shade. She was calm, thoughtful, and incredibly composed. This wasn't the typical clap back we see from reality stars. Instead, Melody spoke with a quiet wisdom, showing a level of emotional maturity that many fans hadn't seen before. She wasn't going to engage in drama or petty back and forths anymore. What she was doing was taking control of her narrative. She shared how, throughout the seasons, she felt misrepresented and manipulated. The show, she claimed, wasn't showcasing her truth, it was watering it down. The show's creators, she implied, were more interested in drama than they were in her actual story. This is a powerful statement, because when you realize how much of reality TV is edited and manipulated for the sake of entertainment, it becomes clear that the viewers are often seeing a distorted version of the cast's real lives. For Melody, that meant having her experiences reduced to soundbites and moments of conflict instead of being allowed to share the full, nuanced picture. In her live video, Melody didn't name any specific names, but it was clear who she was talking about when she mentioned how some people wanted her quiet because her truth would expose their lies. Fans immediately started to speculate. Was she talking about Martell? Destiny Payton? Or maybe even someone behind the scenes, like producers or crew members? It's no surprise that the internet went into a frenzy, trying to piece together the clues she had left behind. But Melody wasn't concerned with responding to rumors or defending herself. She was sharing her truth on her own terms. One of the most significant statements Melody made in that live video was that there were things she was still holding back, things that, if revealed, could burn it all down. Those words hit like a bombshell because it became clear that Melody had secrets that could change everything we thought we knew about her life and the behind-the-scenes dynamics of love and marriage. Huntsville. While many of us are still waiting for her to drop those truth bombs, it's obvious that Melody has become more deliberate in her actions. She's grown to be incredibly careful about what she shares and when she shares it. But while everyone is focused on the drama, Melody is quietly reinventing herself. While the world was consumed with her personal life, Melody was busy making major moves in her professional life. She may have started Whole and Holt custom homes with Martell, but she turned away from that and has since created something bigger and better. She's building her own empire now, from real estate masterclasses to online courses and public speaking events. She's even teased a women's empowerment conference that's going to showcase her business expertise and her personal journey of healing and growth. What's remarkable about Melody is her ability to pivot. She's not just surviving anymore, she's thriving. And she's doing it in a way that allows her to control her own narrative. Her social media presence has changed drastically. Gone are the days of clapping back at every comment or getting involved in messy drama. Now, Melody's social media is all about business wins, branding victories, and showing the world that she's out here living her soft life, peacefully, purposefully, and unapologetically, and as Melody grows, so does her brand. Rumor has it that Melody is on the search for solo projects. Maybe even her own show, where she can truly shine without the constraints of a reality TV format. Can you imagine seeing Melody in her element, telling her story on her own terms? No forced drama, no fake friendships, just Melody being Melody. That would be something truly special, but not everyone is happy about this newfound success. There are whispers that some of the other cast members feel like Melody is distancing herself from the group, almost as if she's become too big for the show. Some insiders claim that Melody has been asking producers to cut her screen time because she's outgrown the format. They argue that she's no longer relatable, but Melody's response was powerful. She said, "It's funny how people cheer for you when you're broken but side-eye you when you're healed." That line right there struck a chord because it spoke to something deeper. People are often more comfortable with you when you're struggling because it makes them feel better about their own lives. But when you rise above your struggles and start to thrive, that's when the real envy and criticism start, and it's clear that Melody is no longer interested in playing by anyone's rules but her own. She's not here to keep the show's drama going just for the sake of the ratings. She's here to protect her peace, her brand, and her future. She's been through enough public humiliation and pain, and now she's focused on building something sustainable and empowering for herself and her children. There's been talk about Melody possibly leaving Love and Marriage, Huntsville for good. In fact, she was asked directly in a recent live whether she'd return to the show, and her answer was telling, not at all. She's come to a point in her life where she understands that sometimes peace costs you visibility, and sometimes stepping away is the biggest power move you can make. Fans are speculating that Melody might even be working on an independent documentary series about her life. It would focus on her journey as a businesswoman, a single mother, and a woman who's healing from all the heartbreak and betrayal she's endured. Imagine a show where there's no forced conflict, no fake reunions, just Melody living her life on her own terms. The audience would get to see the real Melody, not the one created by the producers. But in the midst of all this, there's another part of Melody's life that fans can't stop talking about, her love life. While she's been cautious about revealing too much, Melody has dropped subtle hints about a mystery man. There are soft selfies, roses, and hand-holding pictures that have fans buzzing. She hasn't said much, but one thing she did say stuck out: "He respects me. He's not trying to darken my light. He supports my vision." That, right there, is the key. Melody has finally found someone who isn't looking to tear her down but instead build her up. After everything she's been through with Martel, cheating, humiliation, and the custody battle, it's clear that she deserves this kind of love. And she's keeping it quiet for now, letting the love speak for itself. As Melody continues to grow, both personally and professionally, it's clear that her impact on Love and Marriage, Huntsville will forever be felt. Whether she stays on the show or not, her legacy is already solidified. She's proven that you can survive the worst and still come out on top. She's shown that it's possible to take your power back after being betrayed and questioned. And most importantly, she's teaching the world that healing is a journey, one that can be done with grace and strength. Melody's story is still unfolding. It's not over yet. And as we watch her rise, we can't help but root for her every step of the way. Whether it's through her business ventures, her personal growth, or her healing process, Melody is proving that no matter what happens, you can always choose peace and take your power back.